Yo, what's up? Happy Saturday. How we living? How we giving? Welcome back to another episode of Straight Night Force Podcast. I'm your boy Savage, and we got my man Seagram 7. I was about to say Straight Savage in this month. I done did too many lives in the past couple of days. I said Straight Night Force, but Night Force.
Been putting in work, man. Staying busy.
Yeah, nah, man. I just had a cluster this week, man. I'll be backstage. I'm about to tell you, man. I done did about like 4 podcasts or 4 lives in the past 24 hours, man. This shit been crazy, but it's been great. It's been all love, man. What up with you, Seeger? What's popping with you?
Man, just chilling, man. Enjoying my day off with the family, and man, was going through all the social media today and really soaking it in, like going through my Facebook and the Instagram and. Man, there's just so many dope people right now in the Joe community and the action figure community, just doing so many ill things right now. And I'm happy to be in it and be able to witness it, man, and be able to appreciate it, man. You know, we're in a prime right now, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen this year. We got so much. Not only do we got so many people doing cool stuff like with the customs, the kit bashing, the dioramas, the 3D printing, but you know, Hasbro, Valaverse, Operation Monster Force, we got so much other stuff coming out. I can't wait to see what this year is going to bring us, man.
Yeah, nah, man, we definitely in a good space. Had a lot of good news last week. This week, you know, pretty much still the news from last week. You know, a few little things popping up, a few little things I saw. But basically, man, we just really gonna be. I think this tonight's episode is gonna be heavy just into the customs. I think we got a lot of people pictures from different customizers and different guys, man. And I see that's where the news is at. But that's always a good thing. It's always a good thing to talk about toys, action figures, and G.I. Joe Classified. Really, what this podcast is really based around, man, which is a awesome action figure line. But let's say what's up to the people in chat. We got Evil Dookie. What's going on with you, family? We got Kickerman. We got Gojo82. King, what's good with you? We got my man Paul. What's going on, fam?
Paul.
Got my man Jason Geis in here. He say salute to the whole Night Force crew. Jason, salute to you. Like for real, man. Lonzo, what's going on? We got my man Lonzo Wilkinson in the chat. Says what's going on, everybody checking in. We got Timbo Toys. We got Hustle in the house as always. The muscle. Hustle the muscle. Carlos Salinas says he's checking in with us, waiting for his wife at the airport. That's what's up, family. I'm glad you rocking with me, man. Glad with the Night Force crew. See who else is in here. Willie Springer, what's going on with you, family? Says, hey, Savage on AKA the window cleaner. Savage, I love your video this afternoon. Your interview and all of the customs has been on point. Your boiling pops. Love your information, fam. Hey, appreciate you.
That's the truth right there, man. You giving the people what they want, Savage.
Benji Williams, what's going on with you, family? Says, what up, guys? What up, chat family? Big Ben checking in. That's what's up. HK Viper. What is going on? And let me see who else is in here. White Mike, what's going on, family?
White Vegeta.
Damn. Yeah, he GameStop still be having scrap iron. Carlos said he picked up a $11 scrap iron today from GameStop clearance. That's a awesome price for scrap iron. The last one I picked up was about 10, 11 bucks. It's been a couple of years though.
Hey,
But GameStop still be having him.
Carlos, though, man, him and White Mike, man, they about in every chat, every show I watch that has to do with G.I. Joe. They're almost in every show. Carlos and White Mike, man, there's some true classified crazy heads. Those two dudes.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate both of them, man. They both cool dudes, man. But I see them all the time in the chats and other people's shows, man.
All right, man. So I guess we're gonna get into our topics for the night. Um and before we get into that, I did a pre-recorded show called The Summit, and just basically showing love to my fellow black creators. Um I got a Captain's Corner on the panel. I got my man Lonzo Wilkinson on that panel, and we got my man Dog Matt Joes, which a lot of people haven't seen. He's on Lonzo's channel, but he's always in the chat over here on this side. Man, so we had a great 2 hour talk. I'm gonna be doing a release on that video coming up this week. I think I'll do a premiere for that so people can know, you know, it, because it always asks me, do you want to do a premiere for this live, whatnot? And I just say no, but that one, you know, you guys look out for that. We had a great conversation, great camaraderie, and something that needs to be had quite more often. And so appreciate anybody who's going to check that out. Look out for it. Hustle says, anyone score some Ross $30 stingers? Wow. Oh yeah.
I,
No, go ahead.
I am curious to how many people out there in the chat, because one thing I've been seeing all day, it's been popping up left and right, man. People have been finding them Cobra La Royal Guards and targets all across the country today, man. So I'm curious how many people in the chats, if anybody in the chat found any. I know I sent my wife to Target, and she spent like 30 minutes talking to. I had her talk to 3 different employees just to double check, man. But no bueno.
And damn, well, you had they're working. That's what's
Putting
up.
in work.
Putting in work. Oh man. So I actually got that picture of that, man. So
Okay.
we'll definitely check that out here. Let me see. Well, my thing ain't laying out for. I know I didn't get rid of it.
Yeah, that's still crazy. It's popping up like that, man.
What's that?
The Cobra La, you know, they seem to be coming more faster this year than what they did last year. Hope
Correct.
that's a good sign of things to come.
Yeah, because that basically just came from, I know we just seen it.
You had heads buying it. I think was it was either the last show or the show before last. We were talking about how people were buying it on eBay for like at least twice the price, almost 3 times the price. I think it was like $90.
Correct. Yeah. So for it to turn around that fast is crazy, yeah. But first up, we got this picture here. Basically these are some new characters, and the guy that I seen that made this, I thought he just did a great job of it. Have you seen these characters before?
Yeah, so when we were talking about the Larry Hama event, where they revealed Red Dawn, these were the 2 characters on that were in that comic where they revealed that day that we talked about.
Okay. These look really good though, man. These were figures. I definitely would grab these. That's the only reason I even like captured these pictures.
Yeah, I saw this too in one of the groups. That's that guy. He goes by Hasbro Customs on YouTube. We've showed off some of his stuff before. He puts in a lot of work too, man. He actually just put up a video this week with all of his customs that he's done so far, kit bashes for 2026.
Oh man.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, man. My pictures was popping up, but now they won't I think I stuffed a file too much. And I was just because usually I do the different little emails, but I got everything kind of put off into one email, man. Just trying to consolidate, and for some odd
There
reason,
goes one. There you go. You
yeah,
got it.
I'm gonna just start this way, man. And whatever picture didn't come up, I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll have it loaded up by then. So we'll start backwards. So what's going on with this right here? Who is this? What's going on? Did you sent this over to me, right?
Yeah, I sent this over. This is another comic book character from the Energon universe. This is a new character that that the Skybound has put out in the Energon series. His name is Risk,
Mm-hmm.
and he's the dude
Oh,
that wears the suit in the new comic book. But I
oh,
think he's a really good looking character, man. He's a martial artist guy, does kickboxing or the UFC fighting. But yeah, I would have that sundown character that we're getting. He's
mm-hmm.
very cool, and there's a lot of shit I like about him. But I much rather would have seen them do this Risk character for the number 200 as an action figure.
I can say that, and I don't know too much about Risk. I've seen him one time now that you had said it, and we were talking about him last week. But he kind of has like a suit on, like almost kind of like a CIA type looking individual, man. And that would have been dope to see that. Classify hasn't done a suited body yet, have they?
No, they have not.
So that would be interesting. Maybe they didn't have the tooling for it just yet, or was trying to go that way because they were trying to probably. Well, they have other suited people they could do, but maybe maybe they were trying to dodge that for the time being while they didn't do it.
But his on his hand with his fist, since he's a UFC fighter or a mixed martial artist, whatever you call it. We called it kickboxing when I was a kid. Uh, but it's that thing on his fist, instead of having like some brass knuckles, it has like some energy. So like when you punch him, it's got like a burst of energy.
Oh, okay, okay.
But
And
man,
then,
this is spot on, man. If you read the comics, this guy Eric Wright, is
mhm.
that, I guess, Easy E? Oh,
Let me see. Pretty sure it's at the bottom. Looks like he used a Marvel Legends legs. His names isn't popping up. Let me see. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's at the top. Eric Wright. Yep. That's the first time I ever seen his name, and I've probably seen him before, but I guess he's not somebody I pull up all the time. Okay, so next one, man. I haven't seen this in a minute from him, and I used to display a lot of Fairy the Workaholics. Like he has a great figure line of figures, man. But he done one of these before, and I believe he did a Texas one. So this time he has an Illinois. Just great paint job. Great paint job.
dude, that is ill, man. I remember. I thought you were going to order a Carolina custom from him at one point. Did you never follow through with that?
No, man. He way over in Sweden somewhere, somewhere.
Yeah,
Man.
that's a problem with him, man. He does dope work, but it takes forever, man. That's like ordering from Taiwan and shit, bro. Getting
then,
from
then I then I think the price was kind of up there, man. So I just didn't want to fuck with it at the time, and now that's been some time since that passed. It's probably been about 2 years. So, but yeah, I would want a Carolina one like that, North Carolina one, but shit,
I like
you
how
know,
he painted the pin and the arm.
yes, yeah. Like I said, this is a pristine paint job. To be quite honest with you, man, this thing looks really, really good. I mean, I don't see no flaws on it, and that's what really was bringing it out and making it is what it is. Maybe by the end of this lady and John happy with risk. Let me pull this comment up right here. White Mike says, I expect we will see something soon, maybe by the end of the year related to Energon. I would be happy with risk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would. It's an interesting character. like I said, that just didn't really come to my mind till now that Classified doesn't have any suited bodies. You know, they would have to make a new scope with plans on making other suited figures, I would think, you know, especially coming from a business, you know, mindset. Like, you know, it's good to strike that mold, but you know, to have some other stuff ready and available to be
I like to
making
see
money off of.
I like to see the hooded Cobra Commander on a suit. I think that would be dope. We got that
Yeah,
from in the 4-inch one year where he's like behind a podium with the hood on a suited body. I think that would be really cool. But
yeah.
but the backtrack, I met what White Vegeta just reminded me when we showed Risk. I wanted to ask you because I've heard other people talking about this past week. You know, we got the Energon comic book out right now, but they're in the works of doing an Energon comic cartoon that's going to be coming out at some point. That's based
For
on the
real?
Energon, and so you know, like when Classified was first starting, we had the Snake Eyes movie, and they gave us a whole wave of figures from Snake Eyes, the movie. Remember
Mm-hmm.
that? And
Yeah.
it bombed. They were peg warmers. So as we get closer to getting that cartoon, and as the comic book keeps doing better and better and getting more readers, it's inevitable that we will get Energon characters as Classified figures. How would you like to see it? Would you like to see them introduce like one in each wave, or would you prefer a whole wave of Energon characters, man?
A
Because I've
whole
heard it
wave.
both ways with people and
a,
what they like.
a whole wave. That way you can, you know, if that's what you want, you know, at one time you can have it all, and then whoever, you know, is just maybe not feeling a whole wave of Energon characters, they can pick and choose. But I think more people will lean to wanting to have that wave more cohesive, you know, especially if you've been following the Energon, which I've been saying for the past 2 years. Ever since I picked up Boy Rivals, I was gonna pick up the rest of them shits, and I haven't. But I can, I can get them, man. I just ain't found, you know, reminded myself at the right time to, you know, hey, you know, go do that. McFly, what's going on with you? Shane from same time. What's going on too, family?
Yeah, what up, Shane?
All right. But that's cool though. They getting some media for the you know, for the Energon universe, man. I hope they, you know, do it right, pretty much, you know. They have it on Netflix or wherever. And you know, it doesn't have to be a bloodbath, you know what I'm saying, like that, but you know, more, you know, just and you know, sometimes you want to say geared towards adults, but shit, I mean, even X-Men back in the day, the cartoon show for kids, you know, had adults or older teenagers, you know, looking at it as well. You know, I remember my teacher when I was in sixth grade said she watched it, you know, and that was straight up a kid show. But you know, just come with the right writers, you know, and come with the right things, and the material is there. You know, you it's pretty much a layup. But you know, we seen them bank layups as well. Now, this picture right here, did Evil Dookie send you this?
Yes, this
Okay,
is
okay,
straight
one
from right down the road. This is taken at the Walmart in Irwin, North Carolina, provided
nice,
to us by our boy Evil Dookie himself.
nice.
And you know, there's a couple things I want to talk about. This number one, congratulations to Evil Dookie, man, because he came up on this. It was all the new wave, you know, Lifeline, Big Lob, the Mole Rat version 2, Hit and Run, all that. And he was able to get them each for $20, man. $20 a pop.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
So
he showed me the first one. They were charging regular price at one of them, 27.99, and then I guess he went to this one here, and it was $20.
yep, the one in
So
Spring Lake had them for $27.99.
okay, okay. Boy, that was a yeah. Then you talking about $8 off? That's immediate discount.
Yeah, and then they honored it too, man. They honored
Yeah,
the
well,
price.
shit, they got it up there. But you know, Walmart be doing stupid stuff like that, man. Because I'm so tired of drinking them fucking like Minute Maid juices and shit at the house. So I kind of went more towards, you know, just something more better to drink. Like I love Bright and Early, that Tang. I love that shit. So I drink that. But we drink these sparkling, it's called sparkling ice. They're like sparkling water with a little bit
Yeah,
of flavor in them, no
yeah.
sugar. And at the Walmart and Hope Mills, on the rack back there, it says $1.08, but when you get to the register, they ring up $1.29. So I took a picture of that shit and made them honor that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Walmart, they screw up, they be screwing up like that, but what a great screw up, at a great time, and especially for somebody who is collector like Dookie is, and especially in that area right there where there's some collectors out there, but it comes few far in between, so it's really right for the picking just for him. It's good when you make scores at home base. It remind me of that time I was looking for them fucking Crimson Guards at Ollie's. And this is the time I was just all over North Carolina, just running free on the load board. So I've probably been to 10 Ollies. I'm talking about from Western North Carolina, Eastern North Carolina, and come back home to Fayetteville, and they're sitting right there at the front door in a case. I'm talking about
Oh,
right by the front register. I just happened to look down and shit. I'm like, damn, that's them shits right there. So yeah. So I rated that motherfucker. Ollie's right there on Ramsey Street. But yeah,
but
man.
something else, Mike, with this, this is like taking it back when Classified first launched. They had these little stands that had that whole first wave in them that looked very
Mhm.
similar to what this looks like. Do you remember those from
Yeah.
Class?
They do it for all the figures. A lot of times the Mattel figures be having this, but I've definitely seen them before.
So maybe Walmart learned their lesson because they had that big ass display piece with all them damn action figures that weren't moving. And it looks like they scaled down a little bit, so maybe they ran their numbers and that they're working on their distribution game.
Be quite honest with you, man. I remember you saying that earlier. I could feel you on that, but I think this was in the plan anyway. I think this was part of the year rollout. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think
Mhm.
those decisions get made that cut on a dime like that. Because that display just got put up in the summer. I'm pretty sure that they had this probably rolling out right behind it. But this is the better way to go. Get the latest, greatest wave. Because even if it's 27.99, they still would have got brought. Maybe not as many, but you got the latest Joe here. Let me go ahead and grab them. Better than me ordering online and having to wait. So I think they will can run like this and be straight. Now, where they might mess up at is if they restock that.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Don't re up on that spot right there. You just let that sell out, and you know what I'm saying, you'll be good. You know what I'm saying, and I'm not saying that because new waves get old and people don't care anymore. And then it leaves the room open for other retailers, especially on time online retailers, to start doing clearance sales. Say if they didn't make as much, if they didn't clear out like how you did, so it can get real sticky.
The
But
other thing that was interesting about this too is damn, my mind just went blank. Shit, it's late. Um, oh, I know what it was. This wave, Walmart got it before Hasbro Pulse started shipping it. So people were actually
mm,
able to go to their Walmart, some of the Walmarts, and find this display at the store and buy them at Walmart before Hasbro Pulse has even started shipping them.
oh,
Amazon
nice.
just started shipping. I think
Mm,
Amazon just now got out all the whole wave this week, but they even Amazon broke it up. They shipped Lifeline and Hit and Run first, and then the rest of them. So it is interesting that after having all them figures just stacking up at Walmart, they had these pieces and got them before a lot of the other vendors, man.
yeah, and that's the way you go. That's the way you do it. If you're gonna do it, that's the way you should roll. Be smart about your hustle. Yeah, if you're gonna get them before they can even get them online. They definitely gonna get got up. Shit. If you do it like that, you might have enough playing to do one more re up. On it, but I think once they sell out, they're pretty much gone. On that tip, man, if they're smart, man. But it's good to see Joe's at Walmart. It's good to see the latest wave, even though I had all this wave pre-ordered and I decided to pull back because I'm like, and then I seen them physically at your house and they're straight. I have ones that I like more that I thought I didn't like than the other inside this wave. But somebody like me, I probably grab one, even though I have no intention on buying this wave right now. I probably would definitely grab the Lifeline for sure. You know what I'm saying? So great job, Walmart. A round of applause for just actually thinking. So what is this right here? You sent this, so it's Sancho here. What's going on with him?
Man, ironically, this is Fairy the Workaholic also, man.
Okay,
Um,
I've seen him this character before. Now that I think about it.
yeah, I have too. He's changed it up a little bit. I thought
Hmm.
this was dope. It wasn't so much that I thought this was dope, but there was another picture that I sent with this at the same time where it was like and it's not just him that's doing it. I saw this and I wanted to use this as a shout out to everybody in the community that's doing it right now. But um, he did like a bio and file card that went with this figure, and I've been seeing a lot of people doing that. Evil
Yes,
Dookie's been doing it. Lonzo's been doing it. Lonzo has not only has Lonzo been doing file cards,
the
but man,
audio.
he has the audio. Man, he is really putting in the work. But that's something that is really missing from our file cards of our own classified figures. And
Hmm.
now we got the customizers they're not only getting creative with the figures, man, but they're also putting in the work and giving the stories for the figures. And
Yeah.
I just think that's really ill, man. It's dope. So I just
One,
want to make sure everybody that's doing that is getting their recognition on that, man.
yeah, and one thing I've been pushing through the narrative through every podcast that I've been on in the past 24 hours is the subculture that's now starting to emerge and run simultaneously with the culture of buying new figures, this subculture of customizing, which once again, like I've said it on all the other podcasts, don't put this fucking narrative out like I created the shit. I damn sure didn't. I'm just falling in line. But what I've seen, I'm falling in line with a whole bunch of other people too. You know what I'm saying? As far as, creating your own figures, or, you know, trying to make a figure that's not out yet. And that's kind of where initially I've seen when I first started coming in the action figure game is people making figures that they haven't brought out yet. But then also people now, I'm talking about the more subculture of just a totally new figure that's in your head, by
Your own
using
head
parts.
canon.
Yes, using parts and pieces, you got from other figures, man. And I think, that's a way that the game is going, man. Like is that customized kit bash, you know, culture, man, of creating your own figures, man, and really just, you know, you probably have somebody who eventually come to the game don't even care about new figures, man. I just came in because I just seen this dude putting together stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know who these people are. That's another way to bring in a younger generation too. They don't give a fuck who Flint is. You know what I'm saying? Crazy part about it though is I was having a conversation and saying how Duke, Flint, and Sergeant Slaughter, their names hold weight just as much as Batman and Superman, Snake Eyes, things like that, man. But as the generations go on and on and on, you got people coming in not even caring about that. And if they came in just on something totally different, not just off GI Joe base, just off uh art customization base of, or a hobby base, then you talking about some whole new shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when they go back to that back work, that groundwork, it's GI Joe. So it's awesome, man. And
It, there's another guy that we've talked about on Instagram, Joe's Oscar Mike.
mhm,
And not only does he make his own kit bashes and his own characters and his own storylines, but he's making like 3 minute, 4 minute videos, like mini movies, edited with voiceover and everything on Instagram, using his own figures and making his own sets. I'm telling you, man, they're like little mini movies, and it's from episode 1 to where he's at now. It's like one concurrent story.
yeah,
So
and that's where I'm head to in mine's. That's the whole reason I create the characters I create, or different variations of people that I create, because that's where I want to be, in that space with this. You know what I'm saying? Because we talking about something just simply came off just buying action figures and collecting action figures to people actually making media out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like even right now, we making media out of action figures. You know, uh, people actually listening to this podcast or watching action figure reviews and things every day, like it's regular TV. Because I do it. You know what I'm saying? I do it. I watch this shit. I don't even really watch I do, but you know what I'm saying? Like for the most part, 50% of my consumption of watching television is based off action figures, you know. So it's crazy, man. All right, so let's go on to the next picture here. But shout out to Ferry the Workaholic. This is a dope custom figure. Okay, so Valaverse, you sent these
Bobby
pictures over.
Bella.
These look good though. These are nice looking straps.
Yeah, so we got ZolaCon coming up, and it's up north somewhere. I can't remember. It's I've never been to ZolaCon, but he's releasing 3 of his most popular weapon packs. I know it's Lima, the one that you really like with the AKs and the shotguns.
Yep.
India, and I think Juliet, but don't quote me on that. But I know there's 3 of them that he's re-releasing. But not only is he re-releasing them, but you can see in the picture he's put like a wash on them as well. So it's the same guns, but just has a nice wash on them.
Okay, and that's not what got put back out through Big Bad Toy Store, was it?
No, I don't know, Mike. I don't know if that's the one that you copped or not. The one that was on pre-order. I'm not sure.
This shoddy here is in that pack, but this shoddy might be in another gun pack as well.
Well, no, that's just a bunch of the different from all 3.
Okay,
put together in a pile.
Shout out to NorCal Voodoo. Did a show live with him. That's coming out beginning of next month. Just a little interview for him. We'll have the links for you. So what's going on with you, family? Okay, and I think
he also has at ZolaCon that one figure that we've been talking about with the Davy Jones with like the octopus beard.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be a ZolaCon exclusive. So that'll be coming up soon as well. And we all know who this is.
Yes, this is
everybody's seen this shit. This shit is so fucking ill right here.
Yeah, it is. When you were showing me, he had showed me this picture behind the scenes, but I didn't put it out or anything, man. I thought it was fucking dope. I told him, I said, I'm gonna have to take that idea. That's Rock and Roll's helmet. It fits right over a Grim Viper skull mask perfectly.
That's beautiful, man.
I got to grab that one, man. But this is Major Marcus Warren. Definitely need to get and talk with this brother. Definitely need to get him on one of those episodes of the summit. Kind of break the ice with him, man. And get yourself out to let the people see who you are, because you're a great, customizer, kit basher, man. This guy right here is on point. This is dope as hell. This Grim Viper looks like he's got Bazooka's chest here.
Yep. It does look like the jersey. It does look like
the jersey V-neck, range Viper legs. That's the crotch. And it's got an incredible just wash on it, man. That looks dope.
So you got the Crimson Viper that he did with this in the photos?
Yes, I do.
Cool. I won't talk about it then.
If it didn't get messed up, and if it do, man, I'll resend them in a separate email. I'm gonna see how much of these pictures I got. I just really try to load up, so I was so tired of going in and out of emails.
The only reason I asked that is because it looks like he's making a whole squad based on this colorway, man. I don't know. Do you know if that's the case? I haven't talked to him.
Say that one more time. I was looking through the chat. I was looking at something. Say that one more time. I'm
sorry. So the only reason I asked about if you had the Crimson Viper, because it looks like he's doing a whole squad in this colorway.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
You know the background on that?
Yeah. No, I don't. My man Ken was referencing to something last night that I've heard of before, but just really never checked into it. But he was talking about the green troopers. The Cobra had something called the Plague, where they had 13 black troopers or whatnot.
Yeah, I have. I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he was maybe aiming like this, because he was like the Twilight Guard. pretty much, kind of falls in line with that too. And that, Twilight Guard kind of has that black and gray, kind of silver look to it, man. But this is fire right here, man. This is a dope kit bash. It's not nothing wild and crazy going on with it. It's very in the pocket, man. Everything is hitting just right, man. So shout out to Major Marcus Warren, and shout out to that rock and roll helmet idea, man. That's fire.
But something I wanted to say too, man, is with these customizers like Barry the Workaholic, Major Marcus, Lonzo, Evil, they're getting to the point, man, where all their stuff is different, but they have their style, and as soon as you see it, you don't even have to. A lot of times, right off the jump, oh, that's major. That's a Major Marcus piece right there. That's a Barry piece. That's a Lonzo piece.
Yep. And that's what I was talking about with Lonzo last night, because we were referring, I was referring back to a certain situation that happened a couple weeks ago, and I seen a clip Lonzo put out. I know he was kind of talking about that. He was like, it doesn't matter what ideas or have been floated around or what people do. It's all about your style. You know what I'm saying? And because we like a situation happened where when I was talking to Major Marcus, I did a boil and pop where I just did the straight breakdown on a Dire Viper, right? On a Ghost Viper. So the Ghost Viper has a dope vest, you know what I'm saying, which is pretty much the Viper vest, I believe, right? Don't the regular Viper have the same vest as the Ghost Viper?
Yes, the retro Viper. Yeah.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. So I was like, I showed him because I'm actually working on a Grim Viper as well too, which I put that vest on. He was like, that's crazy. I'm using the same vest right now, and that's the vest that's on the Crimson Guard. You see how ideas can float around at the same time, and people not know, what I'm saying, that what the other person is really doing. But check it, it's his style, what he got going on looks different, you know what I'm saying, from what I'm doing, even though it's the same thing. No, not with the same trooper, because I'm using a Grim Viper, but we working on Grim Vipers, at the same time, you know what I'm saying, which I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Alonzo working on a Grim Viper right now, but the thing is just different people's style. You know what I'm saying? You got a signature
How you
style
put it
about
together.
so what you do, man. So but yeah, it's just shit, great minds think alike.
But it's the same thing. Like we always compare this to like the new hip hop, man.
I was
And
crazy thing about I brought that up too. You know what I'm saying, last night with it, just the different avenues.
element,
And yeah, and the action figure collecting, the breakdancing being posing the figures, the graffiti being the art, the diorama building, you know what I'm saying? The ones who work with the foam and the 3D printing. That's your graffiti right there. The MCing, pretty much that's almost kind of for a YouTube collector thing.
podcasters.
Yeah, just how much how great of an oratory. You know what I'm saying? You might have some shit going on, motherfuckers just really ain't feeling you. You know what I'm saying? Your fucking mouth put you in the spot. Well, motherfuckers ain't feeling with you. They ain't trying to hear shit you got to say about toys, nothing. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So it's an interesting thing, man.
Yeah, I agree 100% with everything you just said. But what I was trying to get to is, how like when an artist comes on, a beat drops, and you might not have ever heard that song before, but as soon as you hear that beat, you know whose song it is just by the style of the beat. A lot of the times, you know what I'm
Correct.
trying to say.
Correct.
And
Production. Yeah.
by the production, and that's what I'm starting to notice a lot with these customizers, man. As soon as like a half of a second I see it on Instagram, I already know without looking at the name who made it, who made it. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Okay. So yeah, the summit. Yeah, that's pretty much why I was calling it hustle. Just the summit, man, and it is powerful, man. Be quite honest with you. J Mac, what's going on? He says, "What up, Savage and Seagram?" Just trying to get some people that just came in the chat. Jay's Figs, what's popping, my fam? And Tissue says the plague is the elite of each type of Viper, totally 13 to rival the OG 13. Okay.
that's sick. Yeah, I didn't know that, man. I had heard of
That's
it.
what Ken was saying last night. Yeah, Ken Dog Matt Joe's Ken Shelton, he was like yeah, it's each Viper. It's like That's what he was saying. The night creeper, the head night creeper is one of them. Head viper, twilight guard. You know what I'm saying? So that's some ill shit, ain't it?
It is, man. I like
It's
that.
got that black and silver kind of black and gray color, like a twilight guard. That's ill because twilight guards is my shit. And shout out to Jason Geis, man. I appreciate that what you did too, fam. That was great right there, man. Thank you. A couple months back, appreciate you. All right, so let's see what we got going. Okay, so right now we got my man who's new to the game, Uncle Clutch. I did an interview with him earlier today. And he's just been watching the channel. One of the ones who I talked to, he hit me on Instagram and displayed some messages with me, man. And he just asked, hey, if you ever feel like interviewing somebody. So I hadn't did interview anybody in a while, and I like to interview people fresh, new, just get somebody new we ain't seen before, because I'm pretty sure there's thousands out there. And had a great interview for an hour. Career Army man, career Marine. I'm sorry, career Ranger. He was an Army officer and a police officer too. So he did all three and shit. This motherfucker is clean as a whistle. so,
Yeah,
but it was a great
I started
interview.
it right before we came on, Savage. I watched about half of it, but man, really, I was enjoying it, man. I never heard of him, but man, I was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
enjoying the
It was
interview.
it was a good conversation. The first time I ever talked to him before. I mean, I've talked to him on, Instagram, but actually talking to somebody in the physical and responding, things like that. It was pre-recorded, but man, I didn't have to edit anything. I just let that run. I do a few little things on it, but uh he is Lady Spartan Uncle Clutch on Instagram. That's where he's heavy at now. He has a YouTube channel he just started out with. It's called The Den of Knox. He's into dreadnoughts, and that's what this is. He actually is a fan of Evil Dookie as well. So I kind of linked them up, man, and it'd be cool to see if they ever come up with some ideas on things. And he will be at Joe Fest also with Top Fun at their booth. Him and Top Fun, that's the guy who be dressed up like is it Tom Selleck and Magnum PI. Yeah, so
Yeah,
he had the Hawaiian shirt on. And he is great 3D printer far as guns and things of that nature. But he this is one of the ones that gravitate toward me. This is a custom where he made a bat look like Chappie. And the movie Chappie is a cool movie. I like it. It's very quirky. The people Chappie is with, that robot, is like a bunch of dreadnoughts. They're like from England or Australia or some shit. I believe it's Australia.
yeah,
Uh,
Australia. Yeah,
yeah, and they got like like they like the AKs they had. It was all dreadnought shit. It was like a gold AK and shit. It was a dope movie, and they spray painted him up and this robot up, man, to run heists and shit with them. Man, the robot name was Chappie.
that was a good movie, man. I ain't seen that movie in a while. I might watch that when we're done tonight, man. That's a
Yeah,
classic.
yeah, Chappie. Yeah, so I got some other pictures of it from the side and everything, but I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see this, but the mohawk is made out of magazine clips.
Oh shit, well, that's dope.
Yeah,
That's really fucking creative, man.
that's some chappy shit though, for real, for
That's some
real.
shit the Dreadnoughts would do too, man. For
Correct.
sure.
So he said, and watch that interview. It's a good interview. Um, I think we nailed everything we wanted to talk about in that. And kind of summed him up, man. And just another great Joe Collector to check out, and you'll be able to see him at Joe Fest as well. But Bad Mother water slides on his chest. I was actually about to order that water slide pack, but I think I held back because right now I had to include my water slides in with my action figure budget. That's how many fucking water slides I be ordering now. Sometimes I order about $30-$40 worth of water slides, with my budget during the week, which this week I didn't spend too much. I spent about 48 on water slides, and I haven't brought any figures. I'm still kind of pulling in figures that I brought last week. Last week I spent about $300 fucking dollars, 250. I said I was gonna start reporting every week how much I spend on action figures, just kind of check myself. But a few things happened last week, that I wanted to do. So, it is what it is, man. But great custom of this bat here. I got some other pictures coming up, so hopefully we can see it and this computer's not acting stupid. Oh, hold on one second. I forgot to turn on my dang on about to lose power in here. I
So
forgot to turn on my thing. Go
I
ahead.
don't know for sure. I was kind of going into this right before we went live. When we went to Joe Fest last year, we were at the Top Fun booth. You and I
Hmm.
talking to him,
Hmm.
the Top Fun guy, and he had a bunch of customs. He had like 4 or 5 customs by his display, holding like his guns and shit. And I complimented how dope they were. And he told me that they weren't his, that one of his homeboys made them. So I'm
Uh-huh.
wondering if it was Uncle Clutch that did those. They look like operators, like with the green Vala verse top, the Delta core, and I think
Yes.
a shipwreck bottom. But I wonder if that was his customs.
Uh, hopefully he'll see this in the chat and me not me if he's not in the chat. Hopefully you'll see this and comment if he catches of the replay and put it in the comment section if those were his kid back. Or I might hit him on just Instagram. We'll see though. I can't remember. I remember stopping, and of course I remember stopping with Top Fun. So we had to do a few things there in a couple of days we were there. But I don't remember that, man, to save my life, man. So I'll see what's up with him on that. But I'm almost positive. I'm almost positive because seems like he's been messing with customs for a little bit now.
So this mic just went with that figure we showed from Ferry to Workaholic a minute ago, and this is
Yes.
just an example of what I was talking about. How a lot of the guys are starting to do the storytelling, and
Yep. 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 So like I said, I knew I had it down here. But yeah, it says highly skilled and asymmetrical warfare and evasion tactics, known for his charismatic leadership and unwavering resolve. Prefers to operate independently in rugged terrain. Expert marksman, master of disguise, specialty, revolutionary guerrilla, Pancho Villa, El
but
Pistolero.
something else I thought would have been cool is with that sundown. Even though I just said I would have preferred to have Risk instead of Sundown, a couple of those guys going up against Sundown would make a cool little photo shoot as well, bro.
Paul says, any Canadians in the chat looking for Ninja Force Zartan in Canada? I live in Canada now, Paul. I'm looking for him.
Yeah, if you got to connect, man, let us know, Paul. Let us get some of that smoke, boy.
Oh
Pass,
man.
pass, pass it to the left hand side.
But this is another picture of Major Marcus one with the Grim Viper, the dope Grim Viper there, man.
Man, that guy just looks tough. Imagine him coming at you on a battlefield, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's shit. That figure right there is better than the original Grim Viper. I wish they
Let's
would have
see. Here's
packaged
a,
that and sold it.
I already know who
Um,
this is just by looking at
yeah.
it. Another example of what I was talking about, man.
And I was telling Lonzo last night, man, he actually takes great pictures, and that's the word I was looking for. It tangible. Boog from ACBA is the master at tangible photos. To be quite honest with you, I know some people have tried to discredit Boog or whatnot, man, but he's had some skin in the game for a while, and tangible photos to me, they're not doing too much in the photo. It's so slight the things that they're doing, but it's spot on, it's dead on, and it looks real. It looks like real body movement, natural. And usually with photos, when people get them taken, there's something natural going on, not unless you're posing up or whatnot, man. And this
Yeah,
photo
that's
right here is a
that's
natural photo. He's stepping over a branch. He's not posing saying cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's
so
beautiful.
it is. It is. It is, man. It is. Even look at the little head in the front there,
Mm-hmm.
from the
The
little
snake.
dinosaur or the lizard. You know,
Okay. Yeah, I
yeah.
seen this on social media this week, man. That is really sick, man.
Lonzo got a bunch of sick joints. He puts out every other day, and there's some I gravitate to more than others. All of them are good, but this is one of the ones like I gravitate. I like this is fire, and it looks like he has. I don't know if that's a GI Joe classified ghillie suit, maybe cut up, but it looks good. And the face on this guy is awesome, man. That's a dope figure. He look like he's made of that terrain, like a moss man.
But this is one he actually has a bio up for, just like how we showed Ferries. Lonzo got one
Yes.
this way more in depth. It's got like an audio file. If you don't want to sit there and read it, it's got an audio file where you can play it on your phone. And
Yeah,
he's got a
yeah,
whole background for this guy. If you want to check it
yeah.
out on his
Yeah, no,
Facebook page.
that's awesome, man. That makes it accessible, and that makes where you can ride and listen to it, just like how I ride and listen to YouTube. You feel me? When I'm driving my box truck. Tony's Figs, what's going on with you, family? The man who made me buy gridiron attachments for my vamp, man, which I'm so happy he did, man. Tony, what's going on with your family?
What up, Tony?
All the way out there in AZ. All right. We got 50 people in the chat tonight, man. I appreciate that. If you haven't given a like, give a like, man, so we can start spreading out this podcast here. Seagram, what I've had found out, man, people actually like to hear us talk. Actually like to hear the camaraderie that me and you have, and we kind of bounce off each other, man. So glad you wanted to come along, man, and be a part of a show with me here, man. And looks like it's working out.
It's all real in the field, bro. I appreciate you. Let me come on your journey, man. I really enjoy this shit, man. I enjoy coming on and really digging down into the underground of this shit, man. That's what I feel like we do. I feel like we the underground of this shit, man. And
That's a place I like to be. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, like fucking with me, you ain't gonna sell a million records. we some 200,000 type niggas. You know what I'm saying? But we making it happen,
but
and
we
it's
consistent.
correct. With most artists, that were like that, especially in the '90s, those were the best artists. Them platinum motherfuckers, they cool and shit, and a lot of guys that went platinum, I like, but I like my Mob Deeps of the world. Can't get past gold type shit, and the flip mode squads and so forth and so on. The 250,000 motherfuckers. But all right, let's move on. Oh, now this figure right here is very interesting because it's gonna make me want to do something I never thought I wanted to do, and that's mix Valaverse and GI Joe. And not saying because like that, because I just didn't think their bodies would be compatible. But what he's done here, this is Uncle Clutch here, is he's took Atlas and put a Cobra Trooper head on it and painted the body blue and gave you kind of a bulked up Cobra soldier, which I like it. Be quite honest with you, man. I think it's pretty dope. It's got some Cobra overlays on it. Um, you gotta paint the body. That's the only thing about it. But what I might do if I decide to do this, is writ dye the legs and whatever parts I can, and then just paint over them. I've never dealt. I'm pretty sure at Valaverse Torsos has that hard plastic as well, so I'm probably going to have to paint that anyway. But this is something I would actually like to do, man. I think this is dope.
That is very dope. When you said Valaverse, my mind triggered when we were showing the weapons a minute ago. I forgot to mention Bobby released another one of them videos this morning, and there was another one of them good videos where he's taking you behind the scenes and showing what tools he uses in his library to make a figure. So that's the videos I enjoy, man. So he just put that up today on his
Nice.
channel. But yeah, this is ill, man. This is
Yeah.
the same guy you had on last night, right? Uncle Clutch.
Yep.
Or this morning.
Yeah. I'm just reading the chat here. It says that one looks like a Cobra version of Crossbones. It does. You know what I'm saying? It just gives you like a different vibe to it. And what I like is that it's kind of got that t-shirt look to it. Um, just like Outback. That's why I like Outback so much. I mean, one, Outback has the perfect, body, as far as an action figure. It's not small, it's not big. He's just right, just ready. And then that t-shirt really gives him a lot of versatility on what you want to do. Say whether you just want to keep him plain or you want to load shit on him, like add overlays, add this. It's just a perfect palette for an action figure, and that's what this Atlas is. This Atlas kind of has like a t-shirt vibe going on with them, man. So I think I'm gonna attempt this. And the only reason why is because of the Rit dye. Because I've had so much, not necessarily bad experience with paint, but I remember I used to try to paint arms and shit like that, and they would just scrape off. So paint scrapes off. If you Rit dye something and then paint over it, you can almost kind of bulletproofing it. So if it does get a scratch, you ain't gonna really be able to tell because it's navy blue up under it anyway, so
And something else I picked up on, Mike, in your video with him that when I was watching it, you mentioned how like if you just paint it and say you want to bust that figure back down in the future, when you go to
Mhm.
boil and pop it, put it in the water, it might take some of that paint back off of it. So having that
Yes.
red dye on there really locks it in.
Yeah. Like when you go to like, and then especially if you sprayed it with a clear coat, once you go like and you want to break a figure down. So like, especially when I do figures now, once it's pretty much made, it's a done deal. But you can put a blow dryer to it to disassemble it, But I've been so in love with the water as of lately, man. That's what I do. But I've had to do that where I've maybe already finished something or I've clear coated something and now I got to put it back together. I'll just break out the blow dryer and snap it on like that. So it's just a pain in the ass, a hassle. It's always best, going to have all your ducks in order, man. So when it's time to take apart or put together, you ain't got to deal with that, man. But this is dope right here. This is something I'm definitely gonna have to borrow, man, and make something happen with it, And it'd be a good time because I've never brought Atlas at all from Valaverse. I really wasn't feeling them, but I feel them on this right here. That's dope. Okay, here's a side shot of the bat he also did. You see he's got the nomad on there, water slides from Bad Mother, tattoo. So I would like to attempt this, but this is just too much paint for me. I don't want to do all that shit.
Yeah, I could definitely see him and Evil Dookie linking up and doing some collabs.
Correct. They kind of got a style that's similar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally Dookie style right here. Something like this, I probably would, pay somebody to do. You know what I'm saying? Or favor it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not trying to get that deep. All right. So here's some main dish stuff right here. Cobra La Royal Guard hitting targets in Cali. DPCI 087-26-4391. No street date. What you think about this?
Hey, I'm happy for everybody that's finding them, man. Like I said, I sent my wife. I think it was Chaz. Is it Chaz? Chaz the Guru? Is that his name on Instagram? I think he put this post up where it
Mm-hmm.
had all the QR codes, and I screenshot all those pictures and texted to my wife and sent her on a mission. And she had no luck at our target, man. But I've been seeing them in people in California. I've been seeing them all over the country, man. Arizona. I think I've seen some up north somewhere. So hey, I'm happy for everybody that's finding them. Congratulations.
Yeah. Nah, like I say, that quick turnaround of this figure just popping up like we just seen it. But it's we've been hearing about it for a minute, man.
No,
And
but it is interesting because it didn't even when it went up for pre-order last week. I think it was May when they were saying it was coming out.
yeah. Something wacky. How it be with them. Same stuff from last year. We go on and kind of miss dates and shit are kind of all over the place, man. But that's a dope figure. I'm definitely I got two on pre-order. And like I said, I'm sitting up here promoting and fucking around and forgot to order Zartan off the Target. But I heard he sold out in like 3 minutes. And I'm not buying into that shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm way past that shit now. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably put a harpoon through that motherfucker in May in some Target, you know what I'm saying, and be done caught him. But I'm not going crazy over that. I'll get a hold of him. I know for sure. I got a hold of the rest of them. But it was just silly stuff. But I forgot. But then I jumped online and went to order my Hydro Vipers, and they were kind of sold out too. A couple other ones. They were sold out on BBTX, but they're back up. But I went on what's the name and put some on pre-order because I want those Hydro Vipers. They're not as hitting as hard as I thought they would, but they still hard though. They still hard.
Wait till you get them in person. I guarantee
Probably
you they'll
so.
be hitting hard once you got them in person.
Probably so. Probably so. And then who else did I pre-order from that? Oh, the Cowboy. I definitely got the Cowboy guy, and I think that's it for now on that new. Oh yeah, and these guys here, I ordered two of them for sure. I don't know, man. With these guys here, I really like them. Once I get one in hand and start really looking at the parts and pieces, and maybe seeing what I could do with them, I might be getting some more of them because I like the head sculpts on them. I think they're dope.
This reminds me of Budo. Maybe not as extravagant as Budo, but it's going to be another one of them figures where you got so much to do with. You can make,
Yes.
there's so much versatility. You got 4 different heads. You got, you can make them look like they got the wings. You got so many looks. You got the ones with the broad shoulders, the big horn. You got a lot you can do with this.
That DCPI is to the right too. If people still want to see that or trying to chase that or whatnot, or if you need to pull this reference up again. But yeah, I totally get it. 2 head sculpts, 2 helmets. Um, the wings actually look pretty good on here, and then really his chest and shoulder pads can be freaked. They can be. I want if they're soft plastic in the overlay, I want they can be taken off and be writ dyed black. And I'm talking about really transforming this motherfucker and taking him somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like totally kind of getting away from the Cobra Lie. He has a lot of good things going. I like this. I like this. I think he might be a sleeper, maybe a sleeper of the figure of the year, just like Budo. Just like how you were saying, man. So I like this figure right here a lot, because I'm looking at him now and he can be taken out of the realm of Cobra Lie, because I'm just not into necessarily playing house with that. Like, this is, the storyline and shit. I could care less, to be quite honest with you. But the figure here, what he comes with and what was put into him, man, is awesome.
Well, I know he came faster, or he's starting to come faster. He's starting to show up, but I prefer that, man. As big as Hasbro is, I'm tired of the pre-orders, bro. I would much rather, instead of a pre-order wave come up like last week, a day 8, this Tuesday, this is what we got coming up. It's dropping. If you want it, go ahead and buy it. I'm so sick of the pre-order shit, man. Drop it and let us buy the shit and mail it to me, man.
Correct. Yeah, it should be ready to go right then and there. Yeah. Samuel, what's going on with you, family?
North Carolina.
Yes, sir. Says had to order one soldier of fortune, the commander, the hooded Cobra commander look. It took forever to drop though. I don't know how I feel about that. I started watching Punk from Toys one on that, but I couldn't finish watching it. So I think I had to hop out the truck or something. But does that head look long on it?
No, I think it looks pretty good. Remember I said I had an issue with Big Bad Toy Store? So since it got brought up in the chat, I'll go ahead and bring it up real quick. So I had both the Soldiers of Fortune dudes, the tuxedo guy in the blue suit, and then Chatsworth. Now, I've had them on pre-order since day one. Been waiting on them. And I order a lot of shit from Big Bad Toy Store. I have never once in my life used their pile of loot. Not once. And, I got the emails last week saying they're about to ship. And, I got it. I was like, all right, cool. We're about to get the shit. And then everybody started posting the videos. And I still ain't got nothing, no kind of shipping. So I went on their website last night. And for some reason, they got put in my pile of loot. And I've never, ever used that pile of loot option. And I got 108 open pre-orders with them right now. And not one of those pre-orders is sitting in pile of loot. So I don't know what happened with that, man. But I was pretty agitated about it because we've already been waiting like 2 years, it seems like, for that shit, man.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe something was hit by accident. Because if you don't never do it, it should be sitting on the option of go ahead and mail. Mine's is sitting on the option automatically in pile loot. That's all I ever do. Matter of fact, I just received one this week and I got a Kuma from Jada Toys, which is fire.
I think it looks good though, Mike. I've even seen who was it? I think Bobby B and Tony. No, not Tony. Punk. Both of them took the head and put it on the retro Cobra Commander, and it didn't fit, but they were able to make it look. And I thought it looked pretty good on there too, man.
Yeah, you know how them 3D printed ones from eBay that people buying them shits used to look kind of long and shit.
Yeah, I could never make. I got a couple of those, and I could really never make them work with with my figs, man. Between the blue one and the black one, I really like the black tuxedo one, man. I think
Yeah,
he's pretty dope. He's got like a suitcase that comes with like a
yeah,
bunch of accessories. I think
yeah.
he's the better of the two.
I had I had him on pre-order, man. I just had to take him down. I can't fuck with him right now. Cap was talking about that last night. Captain Corner, he was talking about that's the one he wanted.
Which one?
The black suit, the agent.
Chatsworth looks pretty cool too, and something that I've seen as well in the social media is they have a Chase figure that has like a 80s rock and roll T-shirt on. It says like
Yeah,
Renegade on it.
yeah. I've been seeing all that
And
all
it
day.
seems like a lot of people have been getting the Chase, man.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know,
give a
right?
fuck about it personally. I just
Yeah.
want the figure, but it seems like a lot more people have been getting the Chase than other lines that do a Chase.
Making people feel special.
At that price point, you got to make them feel special.
Hey, they know how to hustle out here, boy. I tell you that one thing. But hey, more power to him. And that Chatsworth looked pretty decent. I'm still not interested in it. But it looks like a pretty decent action figure. Alpha Proto says, I got a Kuma from Jada today. I ended up replacing the hood and beads. I mean, the head and beads with the Soda Toys version. I love it now. I actually have the Soda Akuma. I might have to try that. We'll see what's up. I like the Akuma. He's been having some kickback with the beads and stuff like that, but I'm about to freak my Akuma. I'm about to red dye his gi black. And what I think might happen, because that sign is painted on his back, the sign won't be touched because red dye, is paint is like kryptonite, the red dye, so it won't affect that. So he'll have a black gi, and then Bad Mother has some tattoos with like yakuza shit and like koi fish and all that, and I'm
Oh, that
about to
sounds dope.
tat that motherfucker all the way up, all around. Like I'm about to do the most tats I've ever done. Like there won't be no skin left, just like a real yakuza. And I think I'm a freak that way and make my own dark Akuma.
So
Yeah.
I'm lost, bro. Is Akuma, is that Street Fighter? What is that?
Yes. He is. He looks like Ryu and Ken, but he's the one who has like the red eyes and red hair. He's a little bit
Okay.
more furious looking than them. Yeah, but he's in a gi just like them, man. He's a dope figure though, man. Jada's, man, really, man. We talk about G.I. Joe. People who like Street Fighter, like myself, are really in some glory years, because you got three lines, well, of Street Fighter. I mean, you got kind of this sort of 7-inch one that you can use for your 6-inch. Like, say if you want to use bigger characters, like my Zangief comes from my Storm Collectibles, the bigger line. And I might do like a T-Hawk like that. But then you got the Storm Collectibles Arena, which is a true 6-inch, which putting out good figures. Then you got Jada. So it's great Street Fighter 2 action going all the way around, man.
And then you got the movie line that's about to drop this year.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I
yeah,
was
yeah. I
saying.
seen that
Hasbro's
too.
got some big shoes to fill with
Oh
that.
yeah, they gonna fuck it up. Wow, he says the Soda head peg fits the Jada Akuma ball peg perfect. Okay, I'm gonna try that out. Alpha Protos. I have Akuma from Soda Toys and I, because I thought about switching the beads over, which that's not a big thing to me. 'Cause I got a whole new thing I'm about to try here. Okay, so this is me right here. Something simple. This is not major. This is my alternate Night Force crew here. Just like I'm gonna make an alternate Dreadnoughts, I just want to make an alternate Night Force. And basically, what I did was basically just took Old Man Outback, took Law the torso, which is Outback's torso, straight up and down, and basically just put this guy together. Rit dyed the overlay on his chest, because that was the original Stalkers. That was gray, and this is why I said with Rit dye doesn't mess with paint. If you look at the overlay on Outback's chest, it has a green canister and a green knife sheath. This was totally dipped in black Rit dye, and those pieces were not touched at all because they were painted. So just a little tid tab here, but
Now I like the red shirts because the night.
they
I
do
know that's
play.
why you did it, but the Night Force has the red
Yeah,
hand. And
yep,
that
yep,
pops,
yep.
man.
Yeah, it's totally not why I did it. That was just the available buck, and I didn't feel like painting it. But Night Force, like you said, does have red in it, so it works out. So in my Night Force, I'm gonna have red t-shirt and black hoodie guys, like the Alonzo stalked me up, like the stalker I did. So that's the mix of the crew, man. I think it's gonna be pretty dope, man.
Speaking of Night Force, bro, I can't wait to see your tomahawk, man. That thing is gonna be
Yeah,
amazing once you get your tomahawk in.
yeah. Hopefully, I have a nice little crew. Right now, I'm making a Night Force beachhead and a night and that Wesley Snipes head. I'm gonna put him
Mhm.
on one of those hooded bodies. So I'm actually making them episodes right now for parts and pieces. So we'll see them coming in the next couple of weeks. So my
So
Night
stay
Force,
tuned.
yep,
Wesley Snipes coming to Night Force. Y'all
yes,
heard it
yes.
first.
That I think that was the best fit for him, man. And so by that time I'll have like six Night Force characters. So I already have the team kind of on his way to being built. You sent this to me. What was going on with this? Just something you did on accident?
Well, not you said you already canceling a lot of your shit, but a lot of
Hmm.
people got caught off by surprise
Oh, all
back
this shit that's
in October
coming.
with the Operation Monster Force email. So just making sure everybody who got pre-orders on this and is still in, this is kind of gives you a schedule. So you got the Soldiers of Fortune. For early March, you got the Soldiers of Fortune. You got the Cops. And you got, I'm not buying the Cops though, but that's coming in early March. And then the GI Joe Fest exclusive that we've been
Yeah,
waiting on forever. That's
yeah,
finally coming in early March. And then in late March, you got the Crimson Moon, which man, I can't wait to get the Crimson Moon, man. I have
yeah,
them in the 4-inch, and I really love those guys. I think they're a salute to the Action Force villains from back in the 80s over in
yeah,
England.
yeah. Yeah,
And then
Crimson Moon's the illest shit up there.
it's gonna be dope, man. And then the one with the snake, the Serpent Temple, he's already coming out, which is crazy because I feel like we just pre-ordered him a couple months ago.
I didn't get him. I was just waiting to cut on that one. See what's up, man. But yeah, no, he was just brought to our attention a couple of months ago.
With the
But yeah,
William
they got
Shatner, they had the one head that looked like William Shatner.
yes, yeah. I know exactly who he is. But who out of all the people I have up here and I haven't taken down, I got Bulletproof. I want to see what that's about. As far as the Cops line, I kept that up there, and bulletproof. In light of this month and everything, Bulletproof was one of the first black guys I seen that actually was kind of like a leader on the show. Like it's the head motherfucker and shit. So he kind of holds a special place in my heart, man. We talking about like 1987, 88 here. You know what I'm saying? So, and then also the special Ghost Monster Force. Definitely, I kept those on, and the Crimson Moon. With the Crimson Moon, I got Kentucky Fried Chicken Man for sure. Kept him. And then I kept the guy with the balaclava. I really got all of them. I got all these motherfuckers ordered on that. Now, who can I fuck with? I'm gonna leave that up to when that time comes. But yeah, I got every last one of them ordered. Just at least one of them. Yeah, one a piece of each, man. That whole squad. And we're gonna see what's up. But they up to their same bullshit again. And I'm not even in the mood to even play the radio with them.
Yeah, I went deep. I was going through it, man. I got like 20 of them Crimson Moons pre-order, man. So I
Oh
got to really
wow.
do some thinking, man, if I'm gonna dive in like that. But I want them. I'd rather get them in case they sell out, man. But man, they're like $39 a pop at times 20. That's a
Yeah.
nice little investment.
Yeah. And I got a nice healthy injection of Monster Force back in October, and that's what really what I wanted then, a base to build off of. So all these huge consumptions, and when they come in, that ain't happening again. I'm just pile on to them because even though they're all those different lines in my eyes, they all the same motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's Monster Force in my eyes. It's almost like
Well, it is. It's all one story. Crimson
right.
Moon is like taking place in the 70s. So it's like a prequel to the Operation Monster Force.
Yeah, and
And
because they got the same style, they made from the same people. Even that line with the dude with the big ass snake and shit, the adventure motherfucker, he part of that too. I just look at him. I look at him as one conglomerate, which they are. on that end, man. So I'll add in, with them accordingly. But being that you said $40, it looks like with that legacy series, like Hasbro trying to get with the rest of the people too, and then make they shit $40 too. That special forces dude, I heard he like $42.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. I hope not. But they tried that shit with the cop. He's still out there for like $40 in some spots. Man, that dude need to be like $35, man. They need to stop playing on that, because I actually like that figure. I'll look at it more, and then I just like everything about it. I like
Yeah, he
everything
comes
about
with a lot. He is dope.
it.
I
Yeah.
wanted to backtrack real quick though with the Crimson Moon. I
Mhm.
did get that the gridiron, the red tank that we were talking, the Crimson tank from Gridiron.
Oh, the M113.
Yeah, I did pre-order that with the turret. I went all out. I got the turret and the Gatling guns on the side, man. And I got it for them for when they come, the Crimson Moon. So
Nice, nice. Yeah, I like that one, man. But and I wouldn't want to feel like doing that, but I feel like it should have had maybe some chrome paint on it, little hits of it here
right.
and there, just kind of break that red up. See the
Especially like you
blue.
said in the back, where the back drops down on
Yeah,
the
you got
floor
that
in there.
diamond floor. Yeah, you got that diamond floor in there. Nah, that shit should have been chrome. You know what I'm saying? Or look like it was steel, and that what it is. Man, probably a extra 1,000 motherfuckers probably would have brought that shit off there, at least 100. Alone, because now you got these extra features really popping, man. But it's still a cool, like that M113, man, has really made an impression on me in the past week. And I'm glad I seen yours. I'm glad I seen Krusty Old Crow's video on that. I watched that shit twice. I wasn't lying about that shit. That shit wasn't like no flake either. I see Krusty. I think he was
That
in
was
here.
an amazing
Yeah,
video.
I watched that shit
Sure.
twice. And the first time I was watching it, the dude who worked for me just kept fucking talking. And man, and God bless him, man. That's my dude and shit. I found out, I've been knowing his peoples for a minute, but I just hired him a couple weeks ago. But he'll talk from the time we get in the truck to the time I fucking drop his ass off. But I was trying to listen to it then, but then I listened to it again. But I just felt like I was in class, and plus Krusty knows about those tanks and shit like that, man. So it's just a match made in heaven on that tip. But I got the blue one, and I might get the green one.
Bro, I can't wait to see what you do with that blue one with your police dudes, man. That's gonna be
Yeah.
really ill, man, with your storytelling.
If I get that green one, I'm gonna just throw some black camo on it though. There's one pattern I seen in Krusty's video of one that had black camo on it, kind of like big camo, that I really like, man. And I think I might try to do that. But I don't know. That's some extra shit because I've kind of gotten everything I said I was gonna get, and the cap shit off, man. Far as vehicle wise, or things I was trying to sew up from the end of last year. Can't wait to see my Dennis Rodman figure that I'm getting from Lonzo. That's coming this week as well. He just put it in the mail today for me. And Lonzo, I got something coming for you too, man. For that, appreciate you.
Well,
Um,
speaking of your boy, not only Lonzo but Dogmat,
mhm.
he did that 3D print for
Yes,
Lonzo, and
yes.
Lonzo had a video up last week showing it and giving Dogmat Ken some love. But yeah, I think I saw your Rodman figure in that video. I think he was on the walkway that Ken printed, if
Oh,
I
nice,
remember correctly.
nice. He got a couple of them. Shit, be honest with you, I might get him to make me another damn one. Because to me, like I said, to me, and he has tons of great figures. But that's the one I gravitate. That's the one I really, really like. That's the one I believe he can fucking sell that in the store. But I want to get me one more made just to put on the shelf, not to be touched. Because that other one of them gonna be in fucking in action. Because that figure is wow. But let's but yeah, okay. So nothing new here. Hoodie body from Daredevil. I've been wanting to put these Xandar pants on him. They fit easy too. You don't even really have to stretch them out, because the Xandar legs is part of the newer Joes. They got bigger diapers, and the legs are kind of a little bit bigger. If the legs are not bigger, the diapers are bigger. So of course Marvel Legends is a little bit bigger than GI Joe Classified. So these pants, you still got to heat them up to put them on over it, but they slipped over. Like a lot of diapers, I got to really kind of stretch them over this, but these pants slip over, fit great. what I'm gonna show y'all, because I got a couple of videos coming up, because I ordered like 6 of those fucking Daredevil bodies. Ironically, when my man made that bullshit ass video about me and shit, I literally had just ordered 6 of them, and 30 minutes later, somebody told me he made a video about me about them shits. But I got a whole bunch of different figures I'm doing with the hoodies, and I need to show y'all that the pelvis area on there is big. So you got to take an X-Acto knife to kind of cut that ass out a little bit, and that'll help the diapers fit on a little bit better. You know, so it's not gonna line up perfect because Marvel Legends is a little bit bigger. I have put Bazooka's diaper and legs on this figure. They fit great. It's just then the torso really doesn't match up with kind of the legs. The legs kind of look a little bit big, you know. So but you can work it out however you want to, man. That's what this shit about.
You don't have a front of that
Yeah,
Xandar?
yeah. It's later on down the road. Man,
That shit looks nice. I want to see what you did on the front side, man.
this is the shit I was talking about. Like in my head, this is what I think of Xander. I think of Jax from Sons of
Sons of
Anarchy.
Anarchy.
Yeah, and he would wear some shit like that. He stayed in a hoodie, when he was out riding and shit. So that's what that is about, man. But yeah, I got a frontal. And this is those pictures again of Valorverse. I don't know why these things put them out of order. But these are just a standout photo, right? Because the other ones were just close ups.
Right. Yep. So yeah, the other ones are just zoomed in.
Oh, okay.
But from what he said, these were his most popular weapons packs over the years.
So Lima is my shit, right?
Yeah, with the shotguns and the AKs.
Okay. So that's why the shot he's laying out there. Okay. Yeah. See this right here? This motherfucking what do they call this? This is like a damn a combat shotgun right here. Like this.
Yeah, that's the kind of shotgun you think of Flint too. That Flint would have.
This right here is that motherfucking truth. That Lima is the truth. That Lima is the best. Like that's a flawless pack right there. You get a sawed-off double barrel. You get this combat shotgun. You get the pump action. You get the pistol grip. You get 2 Mac 11s.
Yeah.
What else you get? But whatever else is in there. Oh, you get a few little rifles and shit like that, man. But
that's why I call it the Narcos starter pack, man. You got all the cartel weapons, man.
Yeah, that shit is fire, man. That's an ill pack. Jim Rummy says the SPA is 12. Yeah,
the shotgun. Yep. So you like the shotguns, and the shotguns are nice. I really like the AKs on those with the green tape. I like the way those look, man, and the wood.
Yeah. Nah, man. Like I say, for me, Valorverse are the king of guns. There's some people really into fucking guns and shit, so they they'll pay the $10 a piece or $15 a piece for a gun. Not me. These are great. I can get busy with these. I can fudge these. I can make these happen. They look way a lot more real than classified, and they fit great with classified. Classified blast effects fits great with these. You know what I'm saying? So it's just and they're affordable. These guns probably cost you about $1 a piece. He's went up a little bit on price. On his gun packs, or the third party companies do get them like BBTS. I know they $14, but they used to be 12. But still, for $14, I get a gun for maybe about $1.10 a piece. You know what I'm saying? So I can live with that all day. You feel me? What was the big thing about this? You said you really wanted to show me this. What was going on?
Okay, well, number one, this is this is his version of the dude from Lone Survivor, which is a fucking dope ass movie. If you've ever seen Lone Survivor, that's a
yeah. I'm gonna get back.
Very action packed movie. But this is his version of the guy from Lone Survivor. But what I thought was really dope about this guy Cameron Hawkins, he's in the Valorverse groups a lot, and he does a lot of this kit bashing and customizing. I don't think we've had him highlighted on the show before. But the reason I wanted to show this is, we always talk about the big three, Classified, Valorverse, and Operation Monster Force. And we also talk about Gridiron a lot. And he used elements from all those to make this figure right here. And so I just wanted to show it. The buck is a Valorverse buck. He's got a gridiron walkie-talkie, gridiron hat, gridiron gun. He's got the Operation Monster Force vest, I believe, with a cutout, a different cut yet on the front. Um, I believe that's a GI Joe head, classified head. You know, that vest is modified, but the skeleton part of the vest is Operation Monster Force.
Okay.
So,
Okay. I can see that. Yeah, I
you
can
know,
definitely.
the hat is gridiron, the walkie-talkie's gridiron, the gun's gridiron. I just thought it's a dope looking figure, man, and a really dope movie. Lone Survivor, I've watched about 5 or 6 times, man. I've always enjoyed that movie.
Just an entire body is Valorverse, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I know the hands and the legs are. I'm pretty sure the upper, yeah, the upper is Valaverse too. I can tell by the shoulder. You know, that shoulder is kind of weird on that
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the
Yo,
older
yeah.
version.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. The real drop down. These motherfuckers got drop down shoulders. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I see that little piece right there. Okay. What's
So
up, though,
I
man?
think the only thing on there that's classified is the head sculpt, but there is some
Yeah,
representation.
I think that's Falcon. Falcon's head there. Looks like it. Let me see if anybody from the chat. Tony Fig says dope.
Oh, and Tony Figs, that's another customizer, legend, man. You know, he's one of
Oh
the
yeah.
greats too, man.
Oh yeah. Tony I fucks with Tony, man. He's always showed me love, man. Seen him in person. They cool as a fan. Be quite honest. Him and Punk. Him and Punk. They
His
usually both.
OG 13 videos. You know, he was making videos. You know, they joke around that Hasbro has a camera in his lab, man, because he'll make something and then Hasbro will put it out. So make sure he gets his love too, man. Because Tony, and not only is Tony a great customizer, but he's also EMS and he's out there saving lives for work, man. So he's out there on the front lines, man. Make sure he gets his respect.
Didn't you call him Marauder Ruben though?
Yeah. I knew who he was, man, but you know, he had a gridiron shirt and called him Marauder Ruben, man. Had a whole conversation with him, calling him Marauder Ruben, knowing he was Tony.
But this is the front of that figure there. Fits over it good, man. Just the way the waist is. The only thing I wish I could blend that waist in a little bit better. But with Marvel Legends, they don't have the ball waist. You know what I'm saying? It's just that straight fucking cut there. And the cut is makes it look like the pants are jacked up a little bit, but a belt could cover it up. But he has such a great belt sculpt. I wouldn't want to cover it up. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
But
that looks seamless, Mike. I mean, it looks like it came from the factory in this picture like that. It
his
looks
jeans are
like
great.
it's made that way.
Yeah, his jeans are great, man. And like I said, even when I put his diaper and legs on the Outback Buck, it was a little big. They fit, and you know he was able to fudge it. But here, you know, they go on almost damn seamlessly, man, and it's perfect. And what I'm gonna do right there on that chest is put that big fucking dreadnought rocker patch. You know, so he's wearing his hoodie of his club and shit out of New Jersey. He's from the New Jersey, the main chapter in New Jersey. But what helps too when it's just kind of like theater of the eye. What I'm gonna do is probably put some leg holsters on, maybe you know, some holsters on both legs, and that kind of takes away the eye away from the middle. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, this is exactly how I envisioned this would look, man, and it's awesome.
Is this your next boil and pop coming out?
Shit, the next several, man. I'm doing like 3 or 4 right now. Cause I haven't filmed shit in a minute. I haven't filmed shit like in a week and a half, you know, and I'm glad because I've been running around. But that's the cool thing about Boil and Pops. I've been so much into them and doing them, and they're so fun and easy for me to do. I can film several of them and just have them in the can. Like I have 3 in the can left and working on 5 of them right now. You know, as far as you know, ones I've already done and in the Boil and Pop. So I got this one. I'm gonna do Beachhead and Wesley Snipes together in one episode, you know. And who else I got? Oh, I got another Grim Viper I'm making. And I just made the Night Force Outback in the red shirt. That's episode. So I got quite a bit of little things going. On this go around, there's really nothing crazy I'm doing. Simple little kit bashes, but you know, effective. you know, and you're able to switch up people and give them a different little look, but nothing crazy. Which I don't do, never do nothing too crazy anyway. You know, I was talking with Lonzo and them, like my style is kind of like of a laid back, more leisure style. That's the way I like my figures to look. That's the way I kind of envision them in my head, especially my Joes. You know, just kind of more like jeans, t-shirt, couple of straps. You know, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. You know, but if I got an idea to maybe try to go crazy, I'm gonna try to attempt it. You know.
But Sons of Anarchy, you said was your inspiration. That's a great show, and so was the Mayans, man. Both good series.
I didn't get a chance to really check out the Mayans like that. Mr. Roper, what's going on with you, family? Another
What up,
great
bro?
photographer, Mr. Roper.
He sure
Really is
is,
taking
man.
his photography game to the next level. I know I remember seeing Roper name for about the past 2 years on my channel, man. And from when he first talked to me to now, man, it's just he's really taking this thing to
Yeah.
another level.
On Instagram, every Thursday night, on Instagram, Plastic Battles has a show like around 9 o'clock. And
Hmm.
there's not, it's a smaller show, but man, they really dive into photography, and I really enjoy watching it, man. But
I
Mr.
gotta catch
Roper,
that.
he's always in the chat. That guy, Joe Oscar's Mike, he's in the chat a lot. White Vegeta, he's in the chat. Carlos, he's in that one a lot. So any of the guys interested in toy photography on Instagram Thursday nights, Plastic Battles, a guy named Paul has a great show on there.
I
So
didn't even know Instagram had the shows and shit.
and JMK Customs. In fact, I forgot to watch it. I need to go back, but he was on JMK's uh, show last night. The guy who has Plastic Battles. I need to go back and watch that.
Nice. What we got another one from Major Marcus Warren here. Pretty much that same style. And this is the one we was talking about why I said I was doing a Grim Viper with that Dire Viper vest. And this is where he took it and put it on right here. And this is another character pretty much it's not in that sense, because now that I'm looking at it, yo, he's got the Major Blood thing kind of going on. He has like a robotic arm
Hell
and he's a
yeah.
black dude. I just noticed that, yo. That's
That
dope.
was the first thing that caught my eye when I saw this. I thought that was
No, I didn't
crazy.
even notice it. I didn't even notice that, man. Damn, that's what's up. So he's got two different arms that he put on here. But but it reminds you of that plague. That plague though sounds like some ill ass shit. Yo, I gotta like do some research on that. 13 characters made specifically to rival the original 13, and they all just the bosses of the different Cobra like little troops and shit. That's ill, yo. And they got like a specific color they come in, black and silver.
But see, I could also see this guy and the other one like in the desert doing like a nighttime mission in the
Yeah,
desert.
yeah. And the reason I brought this up because when we were looking at it last night, uh Dogman had said, I wonder if this way is going for it. And it does have a more of a desert type look, but then it did have, I know definitely the other one has more of a blacker, grayer look on it, man. But this I know this is what he wasn't trying to follow, but it does seem more desert with this one right here, especially with the boots, and looks a little
Yeah,
bit
the
more
boots
tan.
really set that shit off, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the Crimson Guard head, which is a helmet. That's one of the slickest. That's why I like the Twilight Guard so much, because it just got that slick ass helmet in that different color. You don't really get to appreciate it when it's in red like that. You do, but when it starts coming in different colors, it looks even better. And that's one of the things I just noticed. That's why that's why the Twilight Guard looks so good to me, because it's just in that jet black, man, and just puts a different light on a great sculpt, and just puts a different light on a great line. That's why parts and pieces, the boil and pops are so good, because you're breaking down already good figures. I said that about two figures I broke down today. I broke down, I mean, not today, but this week. I did a boil and pop on a Frag Viper, which I got coming. I broke that down, and I did a boil pop on a Ghost Viper, which there is no reason to break them down and try to make something else. Not, because that's just what we do, because they're great figures already. They're great figures by themselves. It's not like, oh, this figure sucks, I need to do something with it. Nah, them shits is fire from the way they come. You know what I'm saying? And once you start moving those pieces around, man, you typically can take one piece and one figure and multiply into 10 different things.
It's like making you a mixtape.
Correct. You know what I'm saying? Like you take a dope head sculpt and put it on an all right figure, and it just makes that all right figure like fire now. You know what I'm saying? Because of their head sculpt. So
Where did these boots come from? Do you know, Mike? Those are some dope ass boots, man. I don't even know where they came from, man.
whose boots are those?
Are those even classified boots? Or I guess,
Sergeant Slaughter has a lace up like that, but the figure isn't that big. But that's the only person I can think of just off rip like that. But you see, it's hard to tell. That's what another thing about classified, because they done switched up the colors. So it just took and made it a totally different new boot. I'm pretty sure it came from somebody. It might have came from like OG 13. I'm not too sure. It kind of looked like something Short Fuse or what's the name was wearing. The other guy that came with him, but I'm not
yeah,
100% sure.
yeah.
They were kind of wearing boots like that. What is his
You're right,
name?
man. The color just changes it all up, man.
Yeah, Short Fuse and Steeler. Yeah. Um, he says, "Are they valid?" I'm not 100% sure, fam. Okay. Tissue says that he puts the link to Joepedia in the chat. That's what's up, man. Hey, and if well, if people are probably done forgot now. You can hit the link. But I'll say put it in the after chat too. All right. Shockwave. I don't think these are Shockwave's boots, but hey, don't get me the line. I really would have to be messing around with something. And the only reason I would be able to pick up on it is those laces there. It's a straight laced up boot from bottom to top. Yeah.
It
And
looks
then,
really tactical, man. It looks good.
yeah, usually Major Marcus, he usually catch the after show, man. If he hear this, once you put it in the after comments of what boots were those. And hey, I think he said he was sick, man. I seen it on Facebook. So hope you get better, bro. Yeah, then it started doing stupid stuff where it said it wasn't taking my picture. So I got another folder here. Um, oh yeah, okay, we good because I pretty much got them all right there. Let's see what this one right here was about. Okay, all right, yep. Okay, so but these where those pictures went then, and this is what
Hold on. Did you pull something up? Because we ain't seen nothing on the screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it did something funky with me because I overloaded uh the email. So okay, so yeah, that's what it did. It put it in a different window, so you guys won't be able to see. It's still stuck on the email window. But I got another email I wanted to pull up and talk about. Summarize this email here. Let's go back out. Boom. Robo Skull. Steve O, if you still in the chat, man, I know I didn't never answer back you on that because I just been busy. But he was asking me how did I like the Robo Skull figures. I like these. You have any experience with these right here?
No, I do not have any Robo Skull. I do got 1 4-inch Marauder gun runner that they did
Mm-hmm.
at the Joe Fest last year because it kind of plays into the whole Red Shadows that it was a part of Action Force
Mm-hmm.
again back in the day. But I never did it, man. I was gonna order a Robo Skull, but I never ordered one, man. But they are doing some cool stuff. I like to see where it goes. I know they got the one robot coming out. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a Android. He looks
Yeah.
really cool, man. I'm definitely gonna cop him.
Mm-mm. No, but I like these. I like these. I've been seeing a lot of people with them. They look they look almost like the
Those
bodies
heads though are customs. They don't come with those heads, right?
of
I know that for sure.
yeah, I kind of figured somebody had put those on there. I like those heads though. Anybody know who made those custom heads? I'm trying to think when they're from. Like, I can hear them talking now. They look like they come from some movie. I can hear them just talking and shit. But the body on this Robo Skull is very seamless. It kind of the legs almost kind of remind me of the Cobra officers, the blue Cobra officers that came out a couple of years ago. You can get them pretty cheap now, about $19. That's what those remind me of. But I think I'm gonna fuck with some of these. I think I'm pretty sure they're gonna have them down at Joe Fest. But I might, because I don't even know where the fuck you order these from. But I be seeing people
Well,
with them.
it was a Kickstarter that came out like a
Ah,
long time ago. Like I think like it started like around the His Tank
okay.
not Kickstarter, but the Pulse. What at the
Yeah. Because it took a minute for that Robo Skull to come out, but yeah, I probably wouldn't. I definitely wasn't on fucking with no Kickstarters about 3 years ago, or none of that. I wasn't trusting shit. I ain't trust ramen toys for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I got to see your dope on the table, Bo. Hell no. I
got to
ain't
do
finna
a
drop my
mouth
bread.
test.
Yeah. So yeah,
Catch a
okay.
freeze.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to think of that name of the robot, man. They got a really dope robot. It's like the one figure, because they got a lot of these right now. They got one in red, and they got one in like the green camo. They got a white one that's a nod to the guy who actually he has like a bald head and a beard. My mind's not firing, but they actually have made a couple customs as a tribute to people in the community
Okay.
with these guys. But the one that hasn't come out yet is the one that I'm interested in, and he's part of the Red Shadows, and he's like more of an android.
Okay. Okay. WS says these figures are pretty clean. Tissue says, I think those are the first Sergeant Slaughter. But I think so too. That's the only person I know that's got boots just laced plain straight up like that. But Sergeant Slaughter is kind of big, so I don't know. But then I can't see how tall that figure is as well. Gun Bunny, another great customizer painter, man. Appreciate you stopping in. Says Robo Skulls are amazing and awesome to paint.
Yeah. So we actually were talking about Gun Bunny. We were talking about and last week I mentioned the ones that he painted. Remember, Mike? I was
Yes,
talking about he just customized 3 different ones last week.
yes.
Very dope. Go check. Since we're talking about Red Shadows and Robo Skull, check out his Instagram page. He customized 3 different versions of the Robo
Yes,
Skull.
man, I should have grabbed them damn pictures. I don't know what the fuck happened. Yeah, I didn't see him till afterwards, but yeah, he painted some those Robo Skulls do look good. Gun Bunny, great job on those, man.
And it's
We gotta get
Skeletron
those
is the
up.
name of the company.
Yeah, we gotta get those up here, man. Damn. Uh Yeah, okay, this is what I was looking for. Yeah, they said WS says the Robo Skull crew brings them to major shows. They had a booth at Legion's Con. So they're probably gonna be at Joe Fest. I'm probably gonna grab some of these red guys. It's gotten to the point now that I said it last night, like really a lot of companies are kind of glorified army builders. And I've heard it here in the chat on the show. That's what it kind of made me think. I don't know who said that. Maybe King or maybe I don't know who said that, but it's come down to that. So you can really pick and choose on what army builders you want to go with, and I like this company right here. I like the way they look. I think I'm gonna give them a try this summer.
So the company is also the name of the company and the guy I'm talking about, the figure, it's Skeletron. His name is Skeletron, and he's basically like a robot that looks like a skeleton.
Yeah. Evil Dookie says look like Hellboy, and that's who them like that green head. There's a character on Hellboy, and he's like moving and shit like that. I've never seen that movie before, but that's what that is. That's what it is. At least it looks like it. Tony Fig says GBC Gun Bunny Customs. What's good with you? Blood Wolf is the Robo Skull pilot. Okay. All right. And I think the
Yeah,
minute.
I don't own any of these, so I'm not really up on this, but I'm sure there's a
Yeah.
lot of people in the chat that are.
Well,
Man,
I've been meaning to get back to Steve O on it because he showed me a YouTube video where a motherfucker had like 50 of these shits. They look
yeah,
good too.
they're popular, man. Every year at Joe Fest, the last 3 Joe Fest I've been, they've always had a large presence at the Joe Fest, man.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it in passing. Really not my forte, but it looks like a great company. But man, I've been through everything in the emails. You got anything you wanted to look at on a website or something like that, or what you looking like?
Mm.
Because it wasn't too much going on this week.
No, it's kind of a slow week, man.
Yeah, it was. Definitely was. Let me pull that down. Boom. Yep. Okay, man. Well, I guess we can kind of go towards a wrap. Like I said, I got a video called The Summit coming up. Got with some of my fellow African American black creators, man. We had a great talk, great conversation. Something we need to do more often and just build on regardless. Um, that should be dropping this week. I'll probably have a premiere for it. If you haven't checked out uh my interview I got up right now that I dropped earlier today uh with my man Matt Harris, Uncle Clutch. And the reason why he calls himself Uncle Clutch because he actually does look like Clutch. When I sat back and looked, I'm like, damn, he does look like you do look like Clutch. But he's a customizer as well, man. And I just really want to cultivate more into the culture of this subgenre, which I've seen has gotten stronger and stronger as the years go in and new people come in and new and I'm pretty sure people are coming in to classify going straight to customizing. You know, it took me a couple of years to get into it. I just really like buying the figures, man. But I love the subgenre of that. I think that alone can keep it running longer than actually Hasbro releasing product of it, So it's a beautiful thing, man. But check out that interview. I also got a interview coming up with my man NorCal Voodoo. He did a piece on me, and I think he should be putting it up at the beginning of March. He does a piece once a month on different figure junkies and collectors. So make sure you guys definitely check that out. Definitely got more boiling pops coming up. You know, that's not gonna stop as of now. Um, that's all I do. I'm not even looking for the latest ways. I'm just looking for the latest idea or figure, that I wanna make, man. So be on the lookout for that. You guys put your bell notifications on. Hit that like button, man. Share these videos, man. I appreciate you guys rocking with us throughout the week, and we look forward to getting back here with you. You got anything to say, Seagrams?
Yeah, real quick, want to shout my boy Aaron's been painting out. He's been working on a loaded out Stinger that's completely gridironed out with the APC. It's got the trailer. I mean, it's going to be magnificent, man. He's bringing that to a close, so I can't wait till that ships so I can show it off on the show. But he has a few pieces up in the groups for sale right now at a very reasonable price. They're painted. They're Stingers painted with gridiron gear, and so they're loaded, man. But check him out. And to kind of segue off of that into what you were talking about, just shout out to all the great customizers. Like we're talking about Lonzo, Evil, you yourself, Gum Bunny, Tony's Figs, all the people, Fairy that we highlight on this show, man. Like how we started off in the intro. I was just all day long. I had the day off and just going through all the social media and just seeing what everybody's doing, man. It's just amazing, all the love and creativity right now. And I'm excited to see. I think the best is yet to come, man. I
Yeah.
just can't wait to see what the rest of the year brings us.
Yeah, man, and like I say, man, that this customizing game, the 3D print game, all of this stuff. I mean, whatever you fall into, the photography, all of it, man, it really has legs in life to grow beyond consumer buying consumer products. You feel what I'm saying? Like when it comes down to
Oh,
that, like
yeah,
of course you got to buy the Joes to make it happen, whatnot. But that's just really just a piece of it, an essential piece as well. You know what I'm saying? But it has more legs than just buying now, putting on the shelf, and just I'm just look at it. You know, you got a chance to actually play with toys by taking the pictures. You got actually a chance to make things you thought you could never ever make. People out here making fucking night ravens and fucking battle stations and shit like that.
yeah,
In a 1/12 scale and
yeah.
a massive
Yeah,
rate.
customs and
Yeah,
then people like action figures sold separately and Vasco toys with the dioramas and then the
mhm.
world building. And something else that I'm really have a real appreciation for is there's so many people making content on YouTube right now, and it really is a big community of people and all the interaction. Like everybody shows, you know, if they might have a show, but they're still in somebody else's chat, and everybody knowing each other, and all the love everybody gives each other, and you know, a community, man. We're really networking, man. So
Yeah.
I think it's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Because I sure as hell ain't got nobody under my roof or anybody that runs in my circle that gives a fuck about G.I. Joe, Valaverse, or anything else, man. So that's why I really love kicking it with you here in the Savage Land, man.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Hey, and with that being said, until the next time, God bless, and I hope y'all stay safe and covered out there this week. I'm praying for you. Peace out.
Peace and blessings.
Go on, get out of here! Who needs ya?